Well, I think the biggest part of my messages today is that we need to look at soils from the standpoint of what can we do or not do to them to keep them healthy. And my message today is really about, on this part of the demonstration, is about how stable our soil PEDs. And a PED is just a structural unit of soil. It could be as small as a BB or as big as a softball. And those are called PEDs. And those soil PEDs are really the basic building block of a soil. Of course, there's sand, silt, clay, and organic matter. That's what makes up each PED. So my message today is, how can we manage soil? How can we have additions to soil? How can we reduce tillage to keep these PEDs stable? Because it's only stable PEDs that do the job. Like I showed in my demonstration, when you take a PED and put it in water, the water moves into the PED and creates outward pressure. And if there's nothing there to hold it together, that PED starts to blow apart. And in that blowing apart, that's when we start to get soil erosion, down into ditches, down into drains, into lakes, and that's bad enough, but the worst part is that the nutrients the farmer has on his farm, the soil the farmer has on his farm, is all going away down the water courses. So it's a double dip on his bank account. He gets withdrawal, he's losing his soil, and he gets a big withdrawal because he's losing nutrients off his farm. It's the slake test, and really what it does is it mimics what happens when hydrostatic pressure gets put on a PED. Made these little fun baskets, stick my PED inside of there, and we're going to drop it in the water and see what happens. All right, water is moving into the PED, air is moving out, and you can see what's happening to that PED. It's literally disintegrating, and we'll look at the results of that in just a little bit. First, we need to talk about what's going on inside this healthy soil. Tons of organic matter, and because of that organic matter, it's full of life. Everything from earthworms to bacteria. And they form a food chain, and it's nutrients that move up and down that food chain. And so it's that organic matter that drives the system. With this year where we've had so dry, and then wet, one thing that can mediate that is soil organic matter. And soil organic matter acts, looks, performs exactly like a sponge on your kitchen sink. If you get a sponge wet and leave it on your kitchen sink, a little bit of water is going to drain off. But over time, that sponge is still going to hold water. It'll take a long time to dry out. That's what the organic matter does. It really helps mediate soil moisture reactions, and it really helps hold that moisture in a place where the plants can still get to it. So in a dry year, it's that soil organic matter that's going to even out the highs and the lows in that water demand cycle for the plant during the day. Okay.